If you like this video, subscribe, click the bell icon, like, comment and share. Thanks for watching.
The RMS Titanic was the world's largest passenger ship when it entered service, measuring 269 meters in length and the largest man-made moving object on Earth. The largest passenger vessel is now Harmony of the Sea, beneath 362.12 meters. The ship burned around 600 tons of coals a day, hand-shoveled into a furnace by a team of 176 men. Almost 100 tons of ash were ejected into the sea every 24 hours. The ship's interior were loosely inspired by those at the Ritz Hotel in London. Facilities on board including a gym, a pool, Turkish bath, and a kennel for the first-class dogs and a squash court. It even had its own board newspaper, the Atlantic Daily Bulletin. There were 20,000 bottles of beers on board and 1,500 bottles of wine and 8,000 cigars, all for the use of first-class passengers. Only 16 wooden lifeboats and 4 collapsible boats were carried, enough to accommodate 1,178 people. That's only one-third of Titanic's total capacity, but more than legally required. And it has been mentioned that there were 246 injured and 2 deaths recorded during the ship's 26 months constructions in Belfast. You know what? 20 horses were required to carry the main anchor. 1 lakh people turned up to see the ship's launch on May 31st, 1911. 22 tons of soaps and tallow were smeared on the slipway to assist the unhindered passage into the River Lagan. This ship was made 2 stops after leaving Southampton at Cherbourg in northern France and Queenstown in Ireland. Out of 885 crew on board, just 23 were females and 699 board in Southampton and 4 in 10 were native of the English town. The Last Supper served to the first-class passengers consists of 11 courses. The first-class passengers were given a music book containing 352 songs. Musicians on board were required to know them all in case requests were made. Out of all, John Jacob Astor 4 was the richest passenger on board with a net worth of around $85 million and went down with the ship. The last remaining survivor of the disaster was Melvina Dean, died on the May 31st, 2009, aged 97. She was 2 months old at the time. The iceberg was spotted at 11:40 p.m. on April 14, 1912 by lookout Frederick Fleet, who proclaimed "Iceberg right ahead." The iceberg was around 100 feet tall and came from a glacier in Greenland. Just 37 seconds elapsed between the sighting of the iceberg and the collision. The ship received 6 warnings about iceberg during the voyage. A lifeboat drill scheduled for April 14th was cancelled for unknown reasons. The ship broke into 2 at around 2:20 am on April 15th and sunk, sending all remaining passengers into the ocean. The temperature would have been -2 degrees. Few would have survived longer than 15 minutes in the water, while around 1 in 5 would have died within 10 minutes from the cold shock. 26 of those on board were honeymooning couples. Musicians played for 2 hours and 5 minutes as the ship sank. The SS California was criticized for ignoring the Titanic's distress signals. She was sunk herself 3 years later by a German submarine. The RMS Carpathia arrived at 4 am and transported the survivors to the New York. 40,000 greeted its arrival at Pier 54. Only 306 bodies were found. The dead were taken to the Halifax, Nova Scotia. The wreck of the Titanic was discovered in 1985 and lies 370 miles off the coast of Newfoundland, around 12,500 feet below the surface. The marine dive specialist Deep Ocean Expeditions previously offered a trip to the wreck using a mer-submersible charter from the Russian Academy of Science, with berth costing $59,000, but stopped offering them in 2012. James Cameron's 1997 effort is undoubtedly the most successful Titanic movie. It has grossed more than $2 billion and won 11 Oscars. And also the Titanic film's main theme song, My Heart Will Go On by Celine Dion, was the biggest selling single on 1998 and has been covered by Neil Diamond and Sarah Brightman, Kenny G, and Miss Peggy from the Muppets. The RMS Royal Mail steamer Titanic is undoubtedly the best of all the ships, which has a huge fans throughout the world. The best ship of all time, the Titanic, and the best movie to watch in sake of the remembrance of the Titanic ship is the Titanic movie. Thank you.
If you like this video, subscribe, click the bell icon, like, comment and share. Thanks for watching.